everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I am doing a major throwback. I'm doing a forgotten eyeshadow series. Woohoo! It's been a while, like I mentioned, that I've done this, so if you are new to this kind of theme, so what I do, I focus on a specific eyeshadow palette and I use the shades that I have not used because I don't know, I mean, a lot of the times when I use an eyeshadow palette, I tend to go for the same shades and all the other shades get forgotten about. So I thought I would start it up again because I have so many eyeshadow palettes that I really haven't had a chance to kind of look at again. So the palette that I'm using today, which you probably would have seen in the thumbnail, is the Jaclyn Hill palette. So this got me thinking, with everything that's happening with Morphe at the moment, I'm actually really sad because as a brand, like Morphe, I felt have made some really good products, and especially Jaclyn Hill as well, because I know that she like has an investment from her own brand from Morphe, which are also in trouble allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not. She seemed like everything's going on like normal on her Instagram, but I thought I would just use this palette today, which I believe is the first palette that she released, and I thought I would just do a look from this today. And I have used this palette a couple of times, but again, there are shadows that I've not used before. So if you haven't seen this palette before, I mean, it was such a big deal when it came out because Jaclyn was really great friends with Morphe, and I know that this is their first collaboration and it sold out within like minutes, I believe. I don't know if it was like half an hour or something like that. Yeah, and I picked this up in Morphe, I would say a couple of months ago, because it was on like a major discount, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to try it now because everyone has said it's an amazing eyeshadow palette. So I'm actually going to go in with my sellotape and my primer because I actually want to do a decent look today, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm all primed and ready. So what I'm actually going to concentrate today is on this lower section here, which is like a green section. So I am actually going to go in first with a nice flat brush, and we are going to start off with Jada, which is just here. It's like yeah, it's just a light jade green basically. So I'm just going to dip in with that and go in with some of the lid, a bit of fallout, nothing crazy, but yeah, we're just going to take that everywhere here. And one thing I found really strange, so there is a Morphe store in London, because like I mentioned, there's a lot of problems going on with Morphe at the moment, which is only in the US, which is a bit weird because I would have thought they would have closed the UK ones first, because there's not many in the UK. I know that there's one in London, I know there's one in Birmingham, and recently I went there and everything was back to like normal, because prior to the time I had gone, it looked like that they were shutting down because there was so much stock missing. Like I had gone in with my friend, and at the time they had like a massive discount, and I thought it looks like they're about to close down because they had just barely any stock. Their staff were kind of running around like headless chickens. I feel so bad for them. People just not giving a shit by like opening up the boxes and acting like a bunch of idiots. I hate people who do that in stores. That's why testers are there, people. Like, use the tester, don't open up a brand new product, because it's just so frustrating. As someone who works in retail, like the pain is all too real, so please don't do that. But when I went in more recently, everything was back to normal, so I feel like maybe the UK stores are a bit safe at the moment. It's just the US stores, which again I find very strange. So let me know what you guys think about the whole situation at the moment with Morphe, because they're a brand that I do like their stuff. Like I mentioned, they have some really great eyeshadow palettes and a lot of other products as well that I've tried. Next I'm gonna go in, I might go in slightly with Abyss, which is a black, and I'm just going to use it on the outer edge here, and maybe go on top of that with a shimmer just to kind of give it a bit more oomph, try something a little bit different with this palette, seeing as we're trying to do something quite interesting, I hope. So let's just take that on the edge. And so now that I've added the black, I'm actually going to go on top of that with a shimmer. So I'm going to go in with Diva just here, and I'm pretty much just winging this at the moment because I went on to Pinterest, like I always do, for some kind of inspiration. I was having a look around because I know this palette is quite old, so I would have like seen a lot of like older looks that people have done, but nothing really inspired me. If anything did, I would have obviously mentioned it and credited that person, but when I was just looking, nothing really gave me that oomph that I wanted to kind of try out. So I thought I would just try something myself, but I'm trusting the process, because so many times I'm kind of like, okay, I'm not gonna like this look, I'm not gonna like this, I'm gonna completely mess it up, and then sometimes it comes out quite decent. So I'm hoping this is gonna work for this video. Okay, so we're slowly getting into something. Now I'm going to go in with a nice Morphe fluffy brush, something I love about Morphe as well, that their brushes are stunning. So I'm now going to go in with Enchanted, which is just at the bottom. So this is a really deep green, and I'm just going to take that in the middle, like it's a kind of like a halo part of the eye. Okay, so I know it's looking messy, but it's just on the sellotape, so again, we're trusting the process. So now I'm going to go in with Pool Party, which is a really light blue. So I'm going to use that to kind of use on my inner corner of my eye, and it is a really like bright blue, so I'm hoping it's not going to overpower the look, but I'm just going to tap it on slightly just to kind of get it going. And now for my inner corner and my brow bone, I'm going to go in with Obsessed just here, because I think I'm going to start using stuff on my brow bone now, because I want it to give the look a bit more oomph. I know my eyebrows are not exactly the best thing that I would want anyone to kind of look at, but if it helps the look a bit more out there, then I will definitely keep doing it more. Okay, so I mean, you cannot deny the quality of this eyeshadow palette. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do the rest of my face, and then I will give you my final thoughts on my palette. Okay, so this is my finished look. The only problem that I have is that I did not put my sellotape on the right like matching, so I'm a massive idiot, but I do really like the way that this look has come out, because I think green is a tone that I adore so much. Like last year it was one of my favorite tones ever, and I think this formula is still pretty damn amazing. Again, the formulas do change sometimes when it comes to Morphe products. Like I think with their collaborations, I think it's the same as Revolution sometimes, that their formula for their collaborations is sometimes much better than the actual formulation for their regular stock. But I mean, I really hope Morphe do continue like to have a shop in the UK, because I love going in there and just seeing their products, and I love seeing like they also sell like other brands as well, which I love seeing, a lot of brands that I wouldn't see in other stores. So let me know what you think about this palette. Like, I know it's an OG palette, like do you still own it? Do you really like it? Did you throw it away years ago because of many problems, or you just didn't like it? But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will be doing more of these Forgotten Eyeshadow series, because I do really enjoy doing them, like reminiscing about older products. And thank you so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. Bye guys.